What's up, everybody? This is Samuel, and this is gonna be a Samuel Rambles. Ooh, long time since I did one of these. Um, Lots of shit has happened. I just haven't had time to make videos because I'm back in school, and school sucks dick. Especially since my classes aren't exactly the most exciting things in the world. But I do have one of the biggest books I've ever fucking had. This is huge, like just gigantic book here, and I got it on Amazon for a lot cheaper. Seriously, if you're going to be taking classes in college, Amazon. Buy it used on Amazon. You'll probably not need the stupid CD in any of the fucking classes you're taking. Just ask your professor beforehand, and you should be okay. Yeah, so this is the gigantic fucking book for accounting. I'm going to have to do some shit tonight with this. And, yeah. I'm going to need a new backpack because this is not going to fit the one I use because it's huge. I mean, I can't demonstrate how big. Well, maybe you all know what a game case is, right? It's fucking huge. Alright, so put that over there. Went to Las Vegas for CES, and Las Vegas was a blast. Hung out with Nick from the Game Fanatics almost the entire time. Cool little Mormon guy. Actually went to the Academy Web Award shows. I'm going to do a whole other video on that, even though it's kind of late. Very interesting. I got to meet the guys from Rooster Teeth. I saw Felicia Day, but I'll go more into that in another video. Yeah, my Droid 2 seems to be on its last legs, and a lot of people get mad at me when I say that I want to switch to the iPhone. Well, it's just straight up that the iPhone does what I use the phone for better. I mean, all I use this phone for is Facebook, Twitter, texting, and recording videos. That's all this phone is used for. Sometimes Voxer, and if you could tell, if you use Android, everything, all the social media apps are all ported from the iPhone now. And they're subpar ports. Like the Twitter app is completely ported from the iPhone, and it's just laggy on this. It sometimes doesn't notify me when I have mentions, and just the iPhone is just an overall better tool for social media, and it has more games, and it's just a better OS overall for what I use the thing for. If I did all kinds of shit on my phone, like use it to route Wi-Fi or just any other shit that is exclusive to Android, I would stick with Android. My only beef with the iPhone is its durability, but I'm going to probably get an OtterBox, so I should be set. However, I don't know. One of my main problems with switching to the iPhone also is that I keep all my contacts on my Google account. So if I switch to iPhone, I'm going to have to download the crap from Google.com, then sync it into Apple address book, then delete it from Google, and then just, it's going to be a bitch switching over, but I should do that soon. Because Gingerbread on this is a bitch. It's a Droid 2. It's an older phone now. So when I boot it up with Gingerbread, because it was designed for Froyo, it was one of the first Froyo phones, it takes almost a minute and a half to boot up. And yeah, it's like using an iPhone 3G now. That's how bad it is. Like not even 3GS. It's like using an iPhone 3G. It's very comparable to that. I also got to meet 50 Cent and get his autograph here. Fucking this SMS Audio is a great company. They've been extremely nice. I've never met a hardware company that's nicer. Some of my friends have had problems with them though, but I think that it's great. I've had a wonderful time with them, and they might send me SMS headphones and I'll review them for you, because I didn't really get a good chance to try them on the show floor simply because it's CES and there's a little feedback in the headphones because of all the fucking electronics around. And not only that, but I didn't really get an extensive time to listen to it. I also was checking out all the other headphone booths for like Skull Candy and stuff, and they had a very interesting show too. CES is very interesting. It's not for the average convention. Like if you go to PAX or shit, it's nothing like that. It's like E3. It's more business oriented. It's far more business oriented. It's not a real press show. It's like they just show off their new products and advertising and all this shit. It's really not a press show at all, but it's still great. Vegas is great. It's huge though. So here's some tips if you're going to CES. All right, pack a lot of water, and just make sure that if you schedule appointments that they're all in the same area, and also show up. Leave 30 minutes before, because chances are the shuttle's going to be full, or the Venetian's going to be so packed that you'll have to wait, and it's just a mess sometimes. So just make sure that if you have a lot of appointments, to make them 30 minutes. Go 30 minutes beforehand, and make sure that they're all like in the same area, because CES is huge. It's just not it's the Las Vegas, the entire Las Vegas Convention Center, the Venetian, and like a couple other hotels scattered around with different booths. And sometimes they take you in a limo. Also, I gotta ask, why the fuck do people like limos? Because limos suck. Honestly, you have to crawl into them, and you have to crawl out of them, and it's uncomfortable. I mean, now I see why Hummer limos were invented, because they're the only limos where you don't have to crawl and shit in it, and then you get to actually experience a limo that's awesome. But regular limos suck. So before I thought, the Hummer limo's retarded. Why would anyone want to do this? It's not that much different. But then I realized it's that much different. Because, they only have the door at the end of the limo, so you have to crawl. You literally have to crawl to the end of the fucking limo. And it's awkward. I don't see the point in it. CES was just crazy, though. It's just, why do I keep saying, You sound like a fucking retard, man. Just, because I'm trying to remember shit, because I haven't done SR in forever, and usually I know all my topics. Oh, one thing I want to talk about is a lot of people from the libertarian community always criticize me for, there I go again, fucking retard, blah, 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 blah. Libertarians criticize me for having conservative views on economics. A lot of my libertarian friends. And they don't understand that I feel that there needs to be some regulation for free market. And I do think that we should withhold our right to trade with some countries if we do not like their business practices, or how they package their food, or different materials. I think that those are fundamental rights of the state to regulate that. I mean, it's not really beneficial for the citizens, but sometimes, if China is giving us a bunch of lead paint and shit, we gotta say, if we can't check this, and you're harming our citizens, we're not gonna let it through. We're not gonna trade with you. That's just how I feel. I feel that the United States in general, or any country, needs to free trade. 100% free trade shouldn't be, because there are some things you can't really protect people against. And I mean, some of the laws are dumb, but I still think there needs to be a tiny bit regulation. They can't be just all free market. That's just how I feel. I mean, I love the free market and capitalism, but I feel like it can't be completely free. That's why I'm conservative on it and not libertarian. I'm libertarian on social issues, but when it comes to economic issues, I'm more conservative. I keep doing it. I keep fucking doing it. But whatever. This is Assassin's Creed Revelations, and this is my addiction. I cannot stop playing this fucking game. And I only got like a third of the way through one. I played 2 for like 20 minutes. And Brotherhood, I couldn't get into the story, so I just went on multiplayer. But for some reason, this game has sucked me the fuck in. And it's, honestly, I would have loved to made the strategy guide for this game, because for some reason Ubisoft thought it was a brilliant idea to put every collectible on the map if you want it. You could turn it on and off, so you don't even need to buy the strategy guide. But the reason I said I would like it is because I would be paid for something extremely easy. Because if you don't know how it works, you don't get paid. It's not like regular writing where you. I mean, it's like regular writing where you just do it, you get paid up front, and then you never have to worry about it again. Whereas, if I was a contract writer or something, I would kind of get mad because they wouldn't pay me royalties every time they published it. So, and that means because no one would buy it. Why would you buy a strategy guide for this game when it's built into the game? It's literally built into the game if you want it. You just go into the map and you press display or whatever, and then you check off each one of the things you want. In fact, I'm going in there collecting all the Animus shit. Some of it is hard as fuck, though. Like, they have it on these areas where it's just ridiculously hard to reach. It feels like Crackdown. One reason I like this game over the other games I played is that the other games, I don't know, I didn't really get to play 2 or Brotherhood. But one had an open world, but it wasn't really that open like this one. This one feels kind of like a Crackdown or Infamous kind of deal, where you could run around and do shit or do side missions, and I really, really dig it. Even after, and when you beat the game, you can do it. You can do it afterwards. And I guess I can see why people get mad for New Vegas for doing that, even though New Vegas follows the traditional Fallout endings. But that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. And I keep saying, oh, what the fuck is wrong with me? Anyway, before I go, I would like to say, Chickle's mine.